Hello and welcome to Geeks That Around. I'm your host, Matt Moore, and we are here to discuss Legends of Tomorrow, episode 112, Last Refuge. Let's get into it. I actually thought it was a pretty decent episode, probably the best episode of the season, which, to be honest, is not saying much, but still, it was. If I were to introduce someone to the show and I wanted to give them a favorable opinion, I think I'd start with this one. What do you think, Charles? What did you think of the episode?
I liked it. I agree with the assertion where you said that this was the best episode of the season so far. Even though you said that that's not saying much, I think it is saying much because, this show is, I've pretty much enjoyed this season overall, and out of all the episodes that I've enjoyed of this show, I gotta say, yeah, this one was the best one out of all of them, just because the Pilgrim is fucking badass.
All right. And what about you, Lou? What did you think of the episode?
It was okay. Didn't care for it.
Okay.
Oh, boo!
Dude, honestly, I was just in a really bad mood yesterday.
Yeah, we all get days like that, but
oh no, my mood was because my fucking phone kept shutting off on me, and I wanted to break it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
Nexus and their bullshit.
Yeah.
So the episode itself, basically what happened is Pilgrim was going to various points in time to try and kill the various members of the Legends of Tomorrow team. And basically they gave her rules, which was kind of cool, which made it much easier, to where she only got one shot at each person. I guess that is all right if you want to get rid of her in a single episode, but I think it would have been. Personally think it would have been cooler if they didn't give her that issue, if they didn't give that rule to her, and she continued to be an ongoing bad guy. But they did give that rule to her, and so they ended up wrapping everything up with her character in a single episode. How about you, Charles? Do you think that she should have been an ongoing character?
Yes. When they basically killed her off in the best way possible at the end of the episode, I was a little disappointed. It was exciting. That whole fight scene was exciting. But since she's pretty much dead, I think of it as sort of like a missed opportunity. Yeah, I think that stretching her arc out across several episodes would have been fantastic and probably would have improved people's opinions for the show, just because of how badass the Pilgrim was. We could have potentially explored her backstory, how she became the Pilgrim. Sure, they showed us in this episode how she actually killed people by that guy before the Council of Time Masters, and then he just disappeared. I thought that was cool, but it was the only time we actually saw that. We didn't see her kill more than one person, which I thought was cool but also disappointing. And so, like I said, I think the whole thing with the Pilgrim is still amazing, but also a missed opportunity.
I know why they didn't do it.
Why?
Because we got 3 episodes left.
Oh.
So they want to wrap up Randall Savage.
Randall Savage?
Yep,
Randall Savage is little brother, Randall Savage.
Yeah,
yes,
Randall.
They want to wrap up Randy, get it over with. So the program was one and done.
Yeah.
So do you think that the last 3 episodes are basically all the ending, just kind of like they did with Supergirl, to where Supergirl had 3 episodes, all of which were the season finale, part of the season finale? You think
I don't know if it'll be like that, but it should lead. Next week we see his daughter. We find out he has a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that's the one where Palmer grows, where he puts that part into his technology. I think that's Leviathan. I don't know. It sounds very...
Leviathan is actually the next one.
Yeah, but I think it has to... Remember that big-ass robot we seen in the trailers? Or the big robot foot?
Oh, yeah, from the early trailers. We haven't seen that yet, have we?
Nope. So I think we're getting to that. We're getting close to it. Because I remember we seen it in one of the newer trailers that dropped where Palmer grows.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting there, and then it makes sense for them. I mean, the Pilgrim could have been cool, maybe stretched over 2. Maybe they should have introduced her last week, towards the end, well, like in the middle of last week's episode, and then she goes on to hunt for him that way instead of waiting till this episode to do it. Would have been a little bit better with her, but going forward, you got to close all ties with the Savage.
Yeah. And to clarify something, we find out that Vandal Savage has a daughter, because you said he, but it's Vandal Savage ends up having a daughter, which is a cool thing to introduce about her. And sorry if that's a spoiler, folks, but yeah.
It's like the internet. I'm pretty sure you guys read.
Yeah, exactly. So what else do we have? Trying to think what else. We had Kendra waffling back and forth between whether or not she's going to stay with Ray, whether or not she's going to marry Ray. She ultimately chooses to marry Ray, which is, I guess, kind of cool because, I don't know, did any of us like Carter? Because I really did not like Carter.
I'm glad Carter's not around. He was just a douchebag.
He was a douchebag.
He fucked Cisco over, so I didn't like him.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. Just yeah, Carter probably didn't have the best reputation just because of all the knowledge that he had over all the lifetimes that he lived. He was a bit arrogant, thinking that that since he's lived longer than anyone else in the entire group, that pretty much he knew what he was doing, even if he was wrong. I don't know. It's just something came off. He had a lot of arrogance coming off of him, and I don't know. I didn't like that. But despite that, I think Carter is a must because of the whole curse thing, where Carter and Kendra have to be together. So
I don't think they need to.
But it's fated. I mean, they don't have a choice.
No, because they could do it with the same like Justice League animation did. Hawkgirl was with Green Lantern for a while, I believe.
That was a different
Hawkgirl, though.
That was a different Hawkgirl.
So what? They could just rewrite some of the mythos with this Hawkgirl. They've done it. They fucked up already yesterday when they said Jackson was born in 1993. Do the math. He'd still be in school.
You do realize how old Jackson is, right? He's in his early 20s.
Yeah. Born in 1993 don't put you there.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Continuity error. They fucked up.
No, that's 22, 23 years. 93. 2003, 2013, plus 3. So that's 23 years old.
Fuck him. But I did like his daddy moment.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. But before the whole thing, when he was talking about how his dad was deployed and went and died in Somalia, I just couldn't shake the thought that his mother lied to him and just made his dad turn out to be a hero, and in reality, he was a deadbeat douchebag that abandoned them.
Wait, why would you assume that his father is a deadbeat douchebag?
Because I've seen that type of plot direction before, and it almost always plays out as a lie to make the deadbeat dad turn out to be a hero.
Charles, be honest. Are you being racist?
What? What is?
Are you being racist?
Yes.
It doesn't matter if the guy is white or black. I'm just saying what I thought. Shut up, Matt.
By the way, folks, I'm actually just fucking with Charles because the same idea was in the back of my head as well. So I'm letting Charles.
You guys are both racist.
No, moms lie. When dads leave the picture, moms lie. That's just how it is. I didn't assume that was the case, but there was the possibility.
I suspect.
I didn't get that vibe. I got the vibe that he was deployed, and another one bites the dust. Boom, boom, boom.
I was happy that I was wrong in my assumption. I was happy because I mean that whole plot direction has basically been a beaten dead horse right past all recognition.
Yeah, I mean, and they did it in what was it? They did it in The Flash, as basically lied to Iris that Iris's mom was dead. Like, and
But
she
you know what? They didn't lie. It was given that opportunity that, you know what, Joe gave up. So knowing her history, he felt that she died. But instead, she found out she was pregnant and she went and got herself cleaned up. If Joe would have kept
my
searching,
thought on it is that generally I actually assume anytime, whether it be a white boy, black girl, whatever, it doesn't matter, that if the person died in the to where the kid doesn't actually remember them, that it was probably a deadbeat type of situation. For example, um, freaking Lance, like Lance's mother, Laurel Lance and Sarah Lance, their mother.
Dinah.
no. The
I
person
think
who was
I
a
think
deadbeat,
I automatically thought that was a deadbeat situation.
Barry's dad is a deadbeat.
Barry's dad is a deadbeat.
He got out of prison and
He
he
didn't
went to
do it
go
on,
fucking
yeah,
hang out camping. That's a
exactly.
deadbeat dad.
Is that he didn't have a choice in the matter at first because he was arrested and thrown in jail. But after that, he got home and then he's all like, "Well, fuck this, peace, I'm out." It's like, what the fuck? But yeah, so it isn't necessarily a race thing. So I'm going to let Charles off the hook because the Lance mother. It seems to me like that was the situation there.
Her name is Dinah.
Laurel Lance's name is Dinah. Laurel is her middle name.
I know, but the mother's name is also Dinah.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Bears.
But in any case, so, but yes, I thought the same thing too, Charles, so don't worry.
You know, I was quite amused by Captain Lance's porn hairdo.
Yeah, that was actually kind of awesome. I liked his hair.
When I saw that, I was like, "Hey, look, he has his hair back."
I thought he was a porn star for a second.
If you remember, in the first 2 seasons of Arrow, he had hair.
He did. I thought he was always like.
No, he became bald at the beginning of season 3.
Well, he's technically not bald. It's just a number 1 all the way across.
He shaved his head. He shaved his head.
This is bald. Lance is not bald.
Well, fine. Really, 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 really short hair, okay?
I was going to say, Lou, it really sounds like you're splitting hairs.
Stark naked.
Stark naked.
The last thing we need to see is Robert Downey Jr. naked.
Yes. So
No, but see, that is not the actual meaning of that. If you paid attention, there was a definition to it.
Yeah, Stark naked means completely naked, and it just happens to also be the last name of Tony Stark. So it's appropriate because Tony Stark, if given the choice, would be stark naked as often as he possibly could.
Yes, he would.
Yes, he would. In any case, sorry, we're actually referencing a conversation we were having in the chat yesterday in reference to an article we just published of Choose Your Side, Civil War. But that has nothing to do with this. But check out our website, geeksoftheround.com, so you can see that article.
Self-promotion.
Self-promotion, exactly. So let's see. We also ended up having, Sarah was kind of interesting, like seeing herself be a badass.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
I like Mick.
Yeah, and Mick's backstory was very cool because when we first see him sitting in the field watching the house burn, I mean, who else here suspected that he was basically a sociopath and also a pyromaniac and just burned the house down just for kicks? But then when it was
that's kind of where this pyromaniac, absolutely. But that's kind of where this episode went for Mick. Is he a sociopath? Is he a psychopath? Like, why did he burn his house down to watch his parents burn? And you end up having, like, actual Nick talking, or actual Mick talking to little Mick, basically working out his issues. Like, it's not your fault. Like, it got out of control, and you were scared, and that way, so you ran, and you didn't like wake everyone else up because you were just too scared of the fire to be thinking clearly. So maybe, and maybe that damage is what scarred him for the future.
Yeah.
So maybe he's not a sociopath. Maybe he's not a psychopath. Maybe he's just a pyromaniac. And maybe he'll be less so of one now that he's worked with his issues. He's talked to himself.
Yeah, literally.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Little Rip was funny too.
I wasn't expecting him to come out with a knife going like, yeah.
I actually was, but that's just it. Is I was waiting for him to do that, but in the scene when she is like literally holding everyone's attacks all at once, I was looking for that little bastard, and he wasn't in the picture that I could see. Like, so I don't know. That was kind of annoying because they did an overhead shot where they saw, and it was a great shot, by the way, where they showed everyone in an almost circle. There was like one gap, and there was no Rip in that scene that I could see. Maybe he was, and I just missed it. I didn't see him there because they were showing it a lot in that picture. But yeah,
it could have went by too fast, and you didn't notice it neither.
And yeah, exactly. And that's just it. Is I figured maybe he was going to like pick up a gun and shoot him, or maybe someone else was going to show up and shoot him. Maybe the teacher, or I knew that there had to be something else going on, that they were holding off her attention on purpose for a sneak attack. That just seemed obvious for me. But I only gave Little Rip a 50-50 chance of being the one who did the killing blow.
Well, the thing is that him stabbing her was not actually what killed her. She got killed by being overwhelmed by the powers and abilities of the entire team all at once.
Yeah,
but it was because of Little Rip.
After she got her ass shanked.
She got shanked in the fucking leg. She would have survived.
But that was enough for her to take the control off
Yeah.
of her little time thing that she was doing. So Little Rip caused her death.
And that was kind of cool, is because of the fact that you have Little Rip. Sorry, you have Big Rip. By the way, these sound all like fart terms, Big Rip and Little Rip.
You let it rip.
You let it rip. Big Rip ended up banking on the idea that Little Rip is a little fucker who would stab a bitch.
And he did.
Yeah, like they didn't make plans. They didn't go, hey, so if this happens, this is what you should do. They didn't make plans like that. Big Rip knew what Little Rip was going to do, which makes sense, and that's actually kind of awesome because it shows that Little Rip, or William, if we want to call him that, was a badass as a little kid.
Yeah. One thing I'm curious, though, is that since the kid was actually at the Refuge, and that's like a place out of time, I guess, like outside the normal like stream of time, so time works differently there, I guess. What time would Rip actually come from?
I don't know. Yeah, no idea.
Because the way they explained it is that they're basically taking children from multiple points in time.
Yeah, and then putting them outside of that time into one time. So in theory, at least how I understand it, Rip Hunter is, or at least Little Rip, is training as a time master at the exact same time as a time master that doesn't arrive for another couple hundred years, or as a time master that was a couple hundred years before him. Basically, all the time masters are all being trained at once, because otherwise you have this school marm or whatever. I don't even remember her name. Who would have to be hundreds of years old.
She was known as the pastry lady.
The pastry lady?
Yeah. She made
Okay.
good-looking pastries.
Okay.
Or were those Cinnabons?
God damn it, don't mention Cinnabons, because I don't have any more Cinnabons near my area anymore. There was one at my local mall for like years, but now it's gone. And damn it, now I have a craving for Cinnabon. Son
All
of a
right.
bitch.
I
Go to
don't
the
know
grocery store
why.
and buy some.
I do not know why, but I've got to give the best line of the episode to Mick, is because the lady ends up telling him, okay, you're a wild one. Oh, you're a bad one, and his face just lit up in such a way that it actually made me kind of giggle a little bit. He's all like, I know. And it was just like,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm getting an insult that I actually
actually
like.
just how he said it. It was 2 words, but how he said it. It was just like, all right, okay.
I like this new Mick. I like him a lot.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
Mick, that's just it. Is I said this last episode. Mick is a much better character now than he was at the beginning of the show. They
Because
changed him around a little bit. He's talking a lot now. Not as much as Rip is, obviously, but like
They
they
can't
start
shut
talking
that
about
bastard
like
up.
this is what happens in the future and this is what happens with Time Master, and he has something to contribute. He's actually contributing, which is pretty awesome.
But, they made him look stupid in Flash, and at the beginning of the season, it
Mhm.
took him getting abandoned to finally grow a pair.
Yeah, yeah.
A pair of vocals.
I was gonna say a pair of lobes, grow a brain. All right. Do we have anything else that we want to cover in this?
Nope. I got nothing.
Ray's a little bitch.
Yeah, but we've known that. We've known that for a
No,
while.
but he is like, seriously, dude. Your first fiance died because that was tragic, whatever. You got dumped by Felicity, and it's like you always expect the worst in your relationships, man.
Well, that's just it. Is
Shit.
he didn't get dumped so much as he died for a season. And she was together. And she was together with Oliver. Well, she was kind of together with Oliver by the time he came back to life.
Dude, she dumped Ray before that season even ended.
Are you sure? I thought that they were
Yes, she dumped
having
Ray.
problems, but they were still together. I don't know.
She dumps. I think they was a mutual split right before they got into the limo, and back in season 3. And then what was it? An episode later, she's banging Rick. She's banging Oliver and Nander Parbat. She didn't even waste no time to get up in Oliver's pants.
Well, I don't think it was a mutual breakup. I think that she broke up with him, and he understood why, and he didn't fight it. He didn't want it to. He didn't want it to happen, but he felt he didn't have a choice.
Yeah, Ray's like, damn, I'm the billionaire, got all this money, but I'm not good in the bed because I can't keep this girl.
I was gonna say, like, he fucking gave everything to Felicity.
Well, oh God, I'm gonna get so much hate mail for saying this. Okay, it could have something to do with the fact that the actor that plays Ray is, well, he's gay. So.
Ray is gay? Ray ain't gay.
No, I'm talking about the actor, Brandon Routh.
Is he gay?
Yeah, he's gay.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And
Also,
yes, I became an asshole in all of like 3 seconds, so I'm going to shut up now.
So he plays Neil Patrick Harris.
I mean, if he's gay, that's news to me. I did not realize that.
Yeah,
but
I found
anything. I don't see how it changes the story.
Yeah, I was trying to be funny, but I found out that Brandon Routh was gay like shortly after Superman Returns came out.
Uh-huh.
I found out shortly after that, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty then.
Because people talked about how there was a gay Superman, so I was like, oh, really? Brandon Routh is gay? Okay. Yeah.
You sure they weren't talking about Tori Spelling?
What? What would she have to do with anything?
Well, he was a Superman too.
Tori Spelling Tori Spelling is a woman.
Whatever the fuck the guy's name from Smallville is.
Tom Welling.
Well, whatever.
God.
Oh my God! Tori Spelling played one of the girls on Beverly Hills 90210 and is the daughter of the producer of like a million.
Yes, that was Donna.
She is basically Paris Hilton before Paris Hilton was Paris Hilton.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that was actually pretty amusing there, Lou.
Whatever. I forgot his name. He looks like a bitch.
I just said his fucking name. It's Tom Welling.
But Tom Welling.
When I said Tori Spelling, I didn't
know
remember
is
his
not-
name.
Tom Welling is most definitely not gay. I know that for a fact.
Are you sure about that, dude?
Yes, I
He
am
was in that
absolutely
last
sure.
Nicholas Sparks gay movie.
The what?
What?
He was in that latest Nicholas Sparks gay movie. I think it's called The Choice. Yeah, he didn't get chosen.
You know that a lot of guys are in those romantic BS movies, right?
No one I respect.
Well, what about Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal and Brokeback Mountain? Huh? What about that?
Didn't watch it.
Neither did I, but I know that the two of them are not gay, but yet they played two passionately gay cowboys in that movie.
Well,
So,
you know
yeah.
what? They like to break each other's mountain.
Oh God! Oh!
In any case, the fact
If you
that
want to go down that road, Leo
is gay does not change the story itself. Like you can be gay and play a straight guy, and you can be straight and play a gay guy.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, what's something that I saw recently is Wanda Sykes, who is oh my God, gay, is playing a very straight character in House of Lies now. I thought that was actually pretty awesome.
Wanda Sykes. She's that woman with the big poofy hair, right?
Yeah.
And
The
she
comedian
has-
with the big poofy hair.
And she has the high pitched voice.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I had no idea that she was gay.
Yes, she is.
I actually thought she was married.
And that's just it. Is in Hollywood you can be a straight guy playing gay and vice versa. I mean,
Yes, thus is an example in Brokeback Mountain.
Having to put your mouth on the mouth of say another guy, but that's just it. Is if you're doing that, even guy girl and you're a straight person, you've got a million people watching you. You have to make it look passionate, but it's not really passionate. It's because of the fact that you have to. All right, I have to move my lip this way, and you're not doing it on the fly. You're literally being directed on every little thing that you're doing in that kiss, so there is no passion there. So I'm sure that makes it easier for gay folks to play straight and straight folks to play gay, is because of the fact that you are literally just playing a part.
Yeah. And
Carry on.
I was in my original comment. I was trying to be funny, but at the same time, I turned myself into
No
a
one's
bastard.
mad at you, Charles. All you did was point out that Brandon Routh was gay. No one really cares that he's gay. It's irrelevant, but it's not maddening. Trust me, I get social justice warrior as much as anyone, and so you're fine.
Yeah.
It's just why he can't keep a woman.
What? What are you talking about?
He can't get a woman. How is he going to keep her? And that is, again, not me judging because I can't get a woman either. All right, do we have anything else? Do we have any wild speculation?
No wild speculation this time.
What we do get next week also, if I'm correct, Kendra gets her mace.
Ooh.
Well, I thought it was Carter that was the one that used the mace. I didn't think Kendra had a mace that she used.
She has one too.
As far as I know, they both have one.
Okay, all right. Well, if I see Kendra like flying around and bashing people's skulls in with a mace, that's going to be badass, and also a little bit hot.
All right, now something I have to complain about general in real life. If her mace is a piece of wood or a piece of anything with a chain and then a ball, I'm going to be pissed. People call those maces, that is a morning star. A mace is fixed onto it's fixed on there. It's like a hammer without a head.
No, it looked, for the picture I saw, it looks like it's the stick with the mace thing on the top, not no damn ball and chain bullshit.
Okay, good. All right, good. Because people call the ball and chain situation a mace, and I hear it all. Well, when I used to deal with weapons, because I used to work at a sword shop, people called those maces, and it would piss me the fuck off. So that's good. I'm glad that it is actually a mace and not a morning star.
Well, fun fact, I actually used to be one of the people to call that a mace, but that was like back when I was in high school. I actually found out a little bit later that it was called a morning star because I actually went online to look it up, and hey, lo and behold, it said morning star.
Lucifer,
So, yeah.
Morning Star.
You know that show is awesome, by the way, and I am so happy that it got renewed for season 2.
You know what? It did pick up, and it's finally getting better. It didn't do it in time for us to finish the Hangouts, unfortunately, because it really sucked for a long time now.
Well, technically, we broke the rules.
I thought
we broke the rules before the rules were set. We stopped that Hangout before Deano said no stopping Hangouts, or else we would have stopped this Hangout a while ago too.
It's not like he would have known. He doesn't put up thumbnails.
Nope. No, I mean, no offense to Deano, I love the guy, but still, where the fuck are those goddamn thumbnails?
We have a viewer right now. He might be that viewer. So shut the fuck up. By the way, viewer, whoever you are, say hello in the comments. Thank you for watching.
Hi, Isaiah.
Very probably. Okay, so I don't have any wild speculation either, other than I don't know. Other than we're going to be done with Vandal Savage in 3 episodes.
Just strap in and get ready, because it's going to be a hell of a ride.
Oh, actually, no, I do have a wild speculation. We're going to be done with Vandal Savage in 2 episodes. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. And what? The 3rd episode is going to be putting all the babies back?
All right. I have a wild speculation, and it actually may end up being a very likely speculation. Vandal Savage is going to find a way to escape the heroes at the end of the season, and he's going to be on the run during most of season 2.
Oh, I hope not.
I really hope it doesn't play out that way too, but judging by where they're going with the show, I really don't think they're going to be able to succeed in beating Vandal Savage by the end of the season. I'm almost like 90% certain it's going to play out that way.
Here's my fucking question, is why the fuck are they like, where is one place that we know Vandal Savage is going to be so we can defeat him? We can go to the very height of his power and try and defeat him there. Because apparently we're idiots and we don't realize we should go back to when he wasn't immortal. Kill him before fucking Kendra and Carter were made.
Well, Rip tried that and it didn't work.
No,
so it didn't. When he was a fucking baby.
They could do that, yeah, but
Omega Protocol his ass.
Well, I guess you got a point. They didn't do that.
Like, literally walk up to his dad and go, "Hi, bam, bitch."
It's like, hi, your son's name is Vandal Savage, right? Yeah. Okay. Please move over to the side. Hi there, little tyke. Bang.
No. They go to the father, and they cut his nutsack out.
Yeah.
He can't produce no more.
Fucking castration, dude. That cold.
Works. That works.
That's fucking cold, dude.
That sounds like something they did back in the day.
Yeah, they did that back in the day. Oh yeah, definitely.
But no. Instead, they're going to go to the future and attack him at the height of his power, or go back in time like an hour before Rip showed up that one time, and just attack him with everybody there. Yeah, sure, Rip lost to this guy barely when they fought hand to hand, but what if it were Rip and Kendra and Jack and Stein and fuck, Snark could take him out, no problem. Snark by himself could take him out, no problem.
But they already
do it happily.
They made it known that the only way to kill him is with the dagger that killed.
The only way to kill him after he becomes immortal is to kill him with the dagger. This is before he turns immortal.
Okay.
So yeah, have Snart literally snipe his ass with the fucking freezer gun.
Dude, you know what they could have done, man? They could have just traveled back in time and gave him one of those fucking amnesia pills. And then that bastard don't remember shit. Boom.
I mean,
Problem solved.
Seriously, they're going about this all wrong. Just erase him from all existence. That's all you have to fucking do. You have time travel. He doesn't. He can't time travel. You can. So fucking take advantage.
I mean, damn. Giving everybody goddamn fucking amnesia pills and shit. Why don't they just pull out the Men in Black stick? That would have been better.
That's just it, is they gave them the amnesia pills, but they did not force those people to take it.
That too. I would have forced their ass to take it. You ain't remember shit, bitch. Drink this motherfucker. Especially
right,
you, Jackson.
In that case, I'm going to wrap everything up. I want to thank everyone for watching. Check us out at geeksaround.com, youtube.com/geeksaround. Also check us out on Twitter, Google+, and Facebook. We are posting there as well. Or give us a call at 801-609-4687. Leave a message there, and we'll include it in the show. What else we got? And lastly, geeksaround@gmail.com if you want to send us an email. I want to thank everyone again for watching, and we're going to see you next time. Bye.